Republicans always accuse Democrats of behaving exactly like them. They think we worship Joe Biden like they worship Trump. But problems arise when Democrats assume Republicans are anything like Democrats. Republicans are just evil. That's all they ever will be. To assume that Republicans have a party line to follow, promises to keep, or any sort of internal consistency falls apart upon the first inspection of that assumption. When it was revealed that RFK Jr.'s lawyer wanted the FDA to deny the polio vaccine, well, actually, they wanted to have double-blind testing. Double-blind testing means giving kids placebo polio vaccines. And placebo means a fake drug gets administered. So RFK Jr.'s lawyer wanted kids to not be given the polio vaccine. And the only reaction I ever saw online was, well, that's not very pro-life. Being pro-life was never the point. Pro-life means anti-choice. It means anti-woman. And it means pro-total control over women. Republicans are against vaccines for diseases like polio because a slim margin of women manage to get by as single parents. Women that may try to get into power someday. No, that won't do. Look, having a kid is hard, but having the ball and chain of a polio baby, well, good luck managing college, a job, and a deadweight baby. Combine this with their goal of eliminating Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, the Department of Education, and the Department of Housing and Urban Development, and she's going to be begging for a husband for support. All these assumptions of consistency get in the way of productive conversation. It's like any time a pastor gets caught doing the thing pastors do, the public response is, well, that's not very Christian. And these comments rob all the discussion of the article before any questioning can take place. Questions such as, why do we trust people with no qualifications to be around unattended children? Why are there any jobs you can get with very few qualifications and achieve assumed morality? I wish we'd learn after this election to just stop doing this, but no, like everything else, it's just gotten worse. Gulf of America? What does this have to do with the price of eggs? The price of eggs was never the point! Evil was the point. Money was the point. Power was the point. Serving as a Russian puppet state was always the point! Some afterthoughts. The proper term is pregnant people. I use the term women for brevity. House Bill 7 uses women as a catch-all. It's just what Republicans say. And to get into their mindset, using their words is a good starting point. But to disconnect from their mindset for a second, deadweight children still deserve love. Again, brevity. I explain what a placebo is because being on Reddit since 2013 teaches you to make no assumptions of what others do or do not know. And in my research, it seems that Katie Porter may have made some racial and sexual harassment comments. I just want to acknowledge these accusations. I included a muted clip of her for background, not to put her on whatever podium that may be. She was meant to represent a single mother in a position of power shaking up the norm. This may be the first time you hear about me, or maybe you've heard of me elsewhere and decided to listen to this to see how it all started. My bias towards the worst of the worst comes from the pretty backed assumption that nothing good is ever going to happen ever again, and I'm mad that's the case. I want to share and cultivate an audience that can listen to my anger and find relief, knowing it's not just them. Your entire family may be conservative, your friend group may not all be interested in politics. Most of my friends are on Discord. I understand the struggle to find a friend that's not a transphobe or a racist or a Nazi. And if no one ends up listening to this, at least this beats screaming into my own pillow.